Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive.
Always.
Well, today I thought we could take a look at some of the more fun facts about space.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Yeah, so I was listening to this podcast called Wacky Wonders the other day.
Oh, yeah, I love that one.
Right. They had this whole episode about crazy space facts, and I was like,
Uh,
we need to do a deep dive on this.
yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
So we're going to talk about stuff like giant volcanoes, way bigger than anything here on Earth,
Oh, yeah.
planets with like totally messed up days and years,
Huh.
and even, get this, like a giant cloud of alcohol just floating out there in space.
Okay. Now you've got my attention.
So yeah, I thought it'd be fun to, take a look at some of these wacky wonders and just like appreciate how wild and weird space really is.
Definitely. I mean, sometimes it's easy to forget just how much we don't know about the universe.
Totally. So to kick things off, why don't we head over to Mars?
Either way.
Okay, so you've probably heard of Olympus Mons, right? It's like the biggest volcano in the solar
Oh,
system.
yeah, it's a monster.
Seriously. This thing makes Mount Everest look like a little anthill.
No kidding. It's something like 13.6 miles high.
Yeah, it's absolutely massive. But what's even crazier to me is why it got so big in the first place.
Right. I mean, on Earth, volcanoes don't usually get that big because of plate tectonics.
Oh, right, right. So the Earth's crust is always moving around, so volcanoes kind of get like disrupted and spread out.
Exactly. But on Mars, you don't really have those plate movements.
The volcano can just like sit in one spot and keep erupting for millions, even billions of years.
Exactly, and all that lava just keeps piling up until you get this huge, monstrous mountain.
Wow, that's mind-blowing.
It really is. I mean, it just shows you how different geology can be on other planets.
Totally. Okay, so now let's jump over to a totally different planet,
Hit me.
Mercury.
Ah, the tiny speedster.
Right. But here's the thing about Mercury. It has like a seriously weird relationship with time.
Oh, yeah. Mercury's days and years are totally out of whack.
Like to the point where a day on Mercury is actually longer than its year.
Yeah, it's a bit of a brain twister.
Can you explain how that even works?
Sure. So Mercury rotates, like spins on its axis, super slowly. Like it takes 59 Earth days to make one full rotation.
Whoa.
Right. But its orbit around the sun is much faster. It only takes 88 Earth days to make one full trip.
So that means a year on Mercury, the time it takes to go around the sun, is shorter than a single day on the planet.
Precisely.
I can't even imagine what that would be like. Like, would you even notice the sun was moving across the sky?
That's a great question. It would be a very different experience of time, that's for sure.
Totally different. Okay, let's shift gears again. This time we're heading to the edge of our solar system
All right, sounds good.
to catch up with Voyager 1. This little spacecraft has been traveling for over 40 years. It's the farthest human-made object from Earth.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's crazy. Like, it's out there exploring parts of space that no human has ever seen before.
I know, it's like a little piece of humanity venturing out into the vast unknown and all the data it sent back. Incredible.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it. I mean, it's given us so much information about the outer planets, like Jupiter and Saturn.
Absolutely. Like, did you know it was Voyager 1 that discovered active volcanoes on Jupiter's moon Io?
No way. I did not know that. I mean, I knew about the volcanoes, but I didn't know Voyager 1 found them.
Yep, that was Voyager 1. And it also gave us, like, super detailed images of Saturn's rings.
It's crazy to think how much it's seen and done,
Yeah.
and it's still going. Like, it's actually
Yeah.
entered interstellar space,
Yeah, that's the region between stars.
which is mind-blowing to think about.
Mm.
And to top it all off, it's carrying that golden record.
Ah, yes, with all those sounds and images from Earth.
It's like a message in a bottle for any aliens who might find it.
It's a long shot, but who knows?
Okay, so we've talked about volcanoes, wonky time, and a little spacecraft boldly going where no one has gone before.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey so far.
But we can't forget about the impact of space on the human body.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, did you know that astronauts actually change shape in space?
It's true. I mean, spending a long time in microgravity can do some pretty weird things to your body.
Yeah, it's not just about like floating around and feeling weightless.
Right. You actually lose muscle mass and bone density because you're not constantly working against gravity.
And there's also like fluid shifts.
Oh, yeah, big time. Fluids move from your lower body to your upper body.
So astronauts get kind of puffy in the face.
Yeah, and they can even have problems with their vision.
Wow. So
I-
coming back to Earth must be quite an adjustment.
It definitely takes some time to readjust to gravity. It's a whole process.
I can imagine. Okay, we've got to talk about this last fact because it's just too good to pass up.
I'm all ears.
The giant cloud of ethyl alcohol.
Ah, yes, the cosmic cocktail.
Right. Seriously, there's a giant cloud of alcohol just hanging out in space.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Okay, break it down for me. What is this cloud and how did it even get there?
So, this cloud is what we call a molecular cloud. These are giant areas in space where gas and dust are kind of clumped together.
Okay.
And they're important because they're actually where stars and planets are born.
Whoa! So, like, our solar system probably formed from a molecular cloud.
Very likely.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And finding things like ethyl alcohol, which is what makes alcoholic drinks alcoholic, in these clouds tells us a lot about what's going on chemically inside them.
So it's not like we could go there and have a space party or anything.
Sadly not. But it does give us clues about how complex molecules form in space, maybe even some of the building blocks of life itself.
Wow, that's pretty profound. Okay, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. From giant volcanoes to messed up time and even a cosmic cocktail, the universe is a pretty wild place.
It never ceases to amaze me. There's always something new to discover and be surprised by.
Absolutely. And who knows what other strange and amazing things are still out there waiting to be found.
I can't wait to find out.
Me too. Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive, but if you want to join us on more explorations of the unknown, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We've got a whole universe of knowledge to explore together.
And trust me, there's no shortage of fascinating stuff out there.
Definitely not. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
See you next time.
Bye.